What's happening, ladies, gents, degenerates? I am Brian Edwards of MajorWager.com. Let's talk some UFC 265 tomorrow night, as I'm coming to you Friday at almost 2 p.m. Eastern, Toyota Center, H-Town, Texas. The hometown underdog Derrick the Black Beast Lewis takes on undefeated French kickboxer Ciryl Gane. The Black Beast, 25-7 career record, 1 no contest in the UFC, 16-5. He is tied for the all-time lead most KOs in UFC history with my guy, my favorite ever, the Immortal, Matt Brown. Hopefully, the Black Beast will get his 13th and surpass Matt Brown tomorrow night, because I am on the Black Beast, who at last look, and I should pull it up now, and I will. I should have pulled it up before I started this video, but I'll find the best underdog odds at specific books at the moment. Okay, we've got... Okay, plus 290 at William Hill looks like the best offering, but everybody's plus 275 or better. And how can you pass on the Black Beast at that kind of underdog rate with his one-punch knockout power? Now, the fear, obviously, is that Gane's going to stay on the outside, pick him apart with kicks, try not to get too close, not let Black Beast make it a dirty, brawling, swanging, and what's Lewis call it? Swanging and banging. Because Gane's more refined. But like the Rosenstrike fight against Biggie Boy, it was a boring as hell fight, and we could get that again. I mean, I'm not talking about Ngannou Lewis boring, when and let's remember, Lewis had back and knee injuries back at that time, but he's past that. He's taking care of his body. His nutrition is much better, although he did hit the scales at 264.5 this morning, just a half pound under, or 1.5 pounds under. Oh no, it is a title fight. What am I talking about? Interim belt on the line. But I cannot pass on the Black Beast at those underdog odds. So that's what I'll be doing. Just a little more on Gane. For those unfamiliar, he had that boring as hell fight with Biggie Boy, Rosenstrike. But Lewis is taller than Rosenstrike, and Lewis is going to have the home crowd behind him. And I've been at a UFC event where the crowd gets behind him. He gets surges of energy with that crowd. It happened in the Roy Nelson fight for him in Vegas. Although Roy was a fan favorite as well, the crowd was just going nuts in that fight. But more on Gane, as he is off the win over Volkov, which really, Biggie Boy and Volkov, he picked both apart. I mean, those are two legit top 10 heavyweights, so that earned him this opportunity. But I'm going to go with Black Beast, and I tell you, the likelihood of Black Beast winning any way other than knockout is slim. I don't see him winning a decision. I don't see him winning by submission. He's only got one submission and win in his 33 fight career, and you can get an extra $1 on the prop for Lewis to win by KO. Now, the only potential drawback is you would hate to miss out on a plus 290 payout if you have a fight like Diego Sanchez and Michelle Piella, where it was a disqualification because of an illegal knee. Those are unlikely, but they do happen occasionally. So I think it's kind of a sharp idea to do the prop for Lewis to win by KO, because that's the only way I see him winning, and you can get a plus 400 return. But I would definitely do it at least evenly amount-wise with him straight bet plus 290. Because if he does win by a DQ such as that, you'll still profit. You would lose the prop, but you would win your straight bet. If you do it for the same amount, the plus 290 payout will be your profit. All right, Jose Aldo in the co-main event. I love Aldo here in this spot. And Munhoz is a badass. You know, this is the first time Aldo has faced someone younger than him since Jeremy Stevens in 2018. Both guys are 34. They will both be 35. Actually, my birthday falls in between them. Munhoz is 2 days older. He was born on September 5th, Aldo on the 7th, and I was born on the 6th. I'm a couple years older than they are, though. But anyway, Aldo's looked great at 135. He made weight again this morning. He's made weight every time. You remember he had some brutal weight cuts at featherweight back in the day, but he has made each of these. This would be his 4th weight cut at 135. You know, in my mind, he's 2-1 at 135. I thought he beat Marlon Moraes. Moraes literally ran from him the last 7 or 8 minutes of that fight. I had it 2-1 for Aldo. It was a split decision for Moraes, which was obviously BS, at least in terms of Dana giving him a title shot, even though he lost his first 135 fight. So, look, Munhoz is a badass, but he's only 1-2 in his last 3. Look, and I know people could say, well, Aldo's 1-3 in his last 4. Well, I think he's 2-2, and he fought Pedro Munhoz way better than anybody's fought Pedro Munhoz. Those first 3 rounds were big time. And then in the 4th round, Jan took over, and that was one of the worst late stoppages ever. Should have been stopped in the 4th and didn't get stopped till 3:24 into the 5th. But I love Aldo. That's my favorite play units-wise. All right, my next favorite play is Vicente Luque. He is 13-2 since December of 2015 with 12 finishes. His only losses, decisions to Leon Edwards and Wonderboy Thompson. Now, Chiesa is a badass. He's 4-0 since moving up to welterweight. I wouldn't put too much on this one. It is my next favorite because I only have a couple more plays, and Lewis isn't a huge play because it's big underdog odds. But I do like Luque in this fight, although I love Chiesa in general. I just think Luque is going to have a little bit too much for him. It will be a great fight. It'll probably be fight of the night, or I could see it being fight of the night. But I respect Chiesa, so I'm not saying bet the farm on Luque, but I'm a big fan of Vicente Luque, the Brazilian. Okay, other plays. I'm just going to have a little baby play on Song Yadong. I like Song Yadong a lot. 5-1-1 in the UFC. The draw came when he was deducted a point for an illegal knee. So I'm going to go with Song Yadong at Pick'em -110, 115 against Casey Kenny. Also going to make a small play on under 1.5 rounds at a -115 price for Alonzo Minifield and Ed, my man, Short Fuse Herman. Light heavyweight bout, 205 pounds. 5 of Minifield's 6 scraps in the octagon have gone under 1.5 rounds. Now, Herman's got a great chin, but he is 40, and Herman's got knockout power as well. I think somebody goes to sleep, hopefully in round 1 or early 2nd. You can check out my full preview. I've got some footage of the face-offs, the weigh-ins this morning, some Habib, McGregor stuff, the UFC 265 cold open, Black Beast's interview with Brett Okamoto. So in review, I'm on the Black Beast Lewis, even amounts on him to win, +290's best price at William Hill as of Friday afternoon, and the prop for him to win by KO at +400. Do them evenly. If something weird happens like a disqualification, you'll still profit. He's not going to win by submission, and he's not going to win a decision, but he could very well win a KO by KO, and I think he will. And then I'm going to go with Aldo will be my biggest bet, -120, -115 against Munhoz. And then, although I respect the hell out of Chiesa, I'm going with my guy Vicente Luque, 13-2 since December of 15, 12 finishes, only losses, decisions to Leon Edwards and Wonderboy, 2 of the best in the world at 170, obviously. Then a small play on the under 1.5 for Short Fuse Herman and Alonzo Minifield, a little baby play, or maybe just put in a parlay if you want to do Luque, Aldo, and throw Song Yadong in there. Brian Edwards, UFC 265, MajorWager.com. Thanks. Over and out.